Welcome back, everybody. We've got one more of these. Tyler, are you ready to land this sleigh?
I am, Grant. Let's take it away. When loading a robot by hand, can the robot be touching anywhere on the corner tile, or does it have to be touching the bar or loading triangle?
Yeah, so this question was answered, or is actually kind of updated in a game manual update earlier this season. This is pertaining to Rule SG6, Part 2, where basically it says that your robot has to be in the match load zone or breaking the plane behind the match load bar in some way. Some teams will have like a stick that like flops down and makes it very visible to refs that they are past the plane of that match load bar. Other teams will just drive right up to it and like be flat against the match load bar. Those are all totally fine. But just contacting the gray foam tile, that isn't one of the criteria that's listed in SG6.
What level of field damage is going to be something that competitors are expected to play through versus something that constitutes a field repair or replacement? For example, in the event of a pipe breaking, is this intended to be part of the challenge for the game?
So this is an extremely aggressive, extremely violent game in a lot of ways. The robots are getting faster and more powerful, and so we are seeing a little bit more wear and tear on the fields than maybe we would have seen in some years past. I would advise teams to check Rule T11 first, as well as Appendix A, which includes some recommended like fixes or improvements or things that EPs can do or teams can do to make the fields a little bit more ready for these types of interactions, as well as some fixes that we are explicitly saying like, hey, this might look illegal, but this is legal. Like this tape here is, we want that tape there, right? It really depends match to match, right? So one thing I've seen in some matches is like robots bump into the side of the goal on over-under and knock the PVC pipe off of the front of it.
Right.
And like, but if that happens and then they drive away and like nobody's nearby, it is reasonable for a field resetter or a referee or somebody to like put it back in. We wouldn't really officially endorse that per se, but if it doesn't affect the outcome of the match, it doesn't affect any of the robot interactions, like it's probably fine. The litmus test or the line that kind of gets drawn is when it impacts the flow of the match or impacts, we use the term match affecting, right? So if maybe that PVC pipe falls and it blocks the entrance to the goal and a team is trying to get a try ball in and they can't because the PVC pipe is there, then yeah, that would be legal grounds for a replay under T7 and the replay rules like that.
Thank you so much to the Vex community for all of your questions. They were amazing, and I think you had a good time, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. And of course, if I didn't get to your question here, or if you have any other questions, don't forget to check out the official Q&A or the game manual. The game manual is your real source, your official source for any rules clarifications or issues or anything like that. So check it out.
That's right. Thanks again, everyone, for all of your questions. And of course, happy holidays.